Hello, we're here for another killer pool match. Ken Leones again against Ryan Lynn. Quick 9-ball race to 5. Ken won the coin flip, his break. Nice medium speed break there. Trying to control it. This first rack, we didn't discuss it. We racked the 1 ball on the spot. For the rest of the match, we decided we were going to put the 9 ball on the spot. So for this first one, we'll see what Ken can do here. A little bit easier. He can afford the soft break. I know that he's been working on his soft break. That's why I would rather play the 9 on the spot, where it's not quite as easy. You have to let the cue ball go a little bit more. Although on these 7-foot tables, you'll see me break, and I still just smash them in the middle because there's just so many chances of making a ball on the small table, I guess. See what Ken does with this first shot. Looks like he's lining up a draw shot here, trying to miss that point straight back. Ooh, hit it real nice. Almost put himself on the knuckle there, but he looks like he's got some space. I believe that was his first stroke of the day. We're not playing for a ton of money here, but he didn't want to play any higher because he was coming straight from a 12-hour shift already. And yeah, nice shot on the 4 there. Barely rolled it in. Had a little laugh. Wasn't sure it was going to go. Dropped in there, no problem. Yeah, and just plays a nice draw shot there on the 7. Gets a real nice shape here. I suspect he'll be out. Just fired in that top left corner. Easy shot with 8 in the side pocket. And should just be able to roll down for the 9. Ooh. Hit that with a little more bottoms than he probably wanted to. Now he's got to either go up and down the table or slow roll it in and give himself a tougher shot. See what he chooses. Yeah, just kind of stuns it to the top of the table. That's not too bad on these 7-foot tables. Again, a shot's not as tough as it might be on a 9-foot table. See what Ken does here. Fires it right in the heart. Oh. The break and run to scratch on the 9. I'll take it. I will take that every time. Unfortunate though, I'd rather see him make that 9. Not really hyper competitive. I'd rather just see somebody play good pool. And as you see, just kind of hit it, made a ball. Didn't get a great shot here. I'm not that great a push-shot player. I think I'm trying to hit the 5-ball full here and stop the cue ball there, knowing that the 1 doesn't go in the corner pocket. It's kind of got an awkward angle with that 4-ball, but kind of missed the 5, came off the rail, gave him a little better opportunity than I would want to. He has a lot more options there than he would be if he's against the rail. And he goes for a bank, but leaves it over the pocket for me. That 3-7 makes things a little bit awkward. But the 1 ball shouldn't be too tough. I'm going to just play this with straight tops and try and force follow to the bottom rail. Yeah. Kept the 4 out of the way a little bit. I'd like to be a little bit straighter, but I think this is close to wired. The only awkward thing is trying to draw back the cue and not scratch to the side. Yeah. I got a little bit lucky there. This probably fire in the bottom right corner. Try not to slide down table too much. It's tough. This is just like maximum draw with a soft stroke. Might play it not maximum. Depends on how much you want to risk and how much you want to let it slide. Just kind of played more of a stop shot there and let it slide a little bit more, which is probably the better option. But now I'm a little bit straight on this 4, and even the forced follow doesn't have a good shot. There's no good draw shot there, and I didn't take my time, but I did fluke it. Now I have this tough shot on the 5 and not much opportunity on the 6, so I'm probably just going to play safe behind the 6. Didn't get very tight, but looks like I covered the entire 5, so hopefully that'll do. Even so, though, it's tough to see, but I have to get past the 9 there to get a shot on the 6, basically be frozen on the rail to be able to get past the 8. And where the pocket is, where that 9 ball is difficult. If I do get the ball in hand here anyways, Ken's gonna try a kick at it, and I mean, I suspect he's gonna hit it. It's pretty straight in line with the pocket, or it looks to be. Maybe the cue ball would come a little above when he went a little below there. Yeah, ball in hand. And again, so I decide I don't like breaking this out here. I'd rather just slide over, but I'm just not confident I can leave it directly touching the rail. And then even so, I would be moving the 8 as I shot the 6. Yeah, and wound up pretty bad there. I can't really get much of a stroke on it. It's lined up for a little less than half that 8 ball. Could try and chip the 6 out and be behind the 8, which is what I'm lining up there. Try and hit the 6, come off the rail towards the 8, but I think it's a low percentage shot, at least for me. This is also low percentage, but I figured I had a chance at either the 6 or the 8 there if I could hit it. So that kind of hit halfway between. If it was thinner, the 8 goes. If it was thicker, the 6 goes. And looks like I'm giving this one to Ken. Just a simple drop the rail for the 9 there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Probably gonna fire that in. Ken's break. Kira in the background there, just relaxing, biding her time till she needs to come and distract Ken for me. Ooh, and yeah, Ken just decided to start hitting it hard as well. Actually, he was going for the one on the side there, but somehow made the wing ball too with the 9 on the spot. So, but unfortunately, no shot on the 3. Don't think he has. Yeah, he's got none of the ball. So it looks like he's going to push here. You better believe I'm going to fire at that. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to bank it back towards where my hand is. Looking at it now, I think I should have played probably tops there. I played a little bit of bottoms and ended up with this. Don't have enough of the left side of the 4 there to make the bottom right pocket, so probably just playing a little bit of top rights, trying to get behind the 5, send the 4 around 2 or 3 rails. And hit it a little soft there. Like to just hit that maybe 10% more harder, or bad grammar. Like to hit that, yeah, 10% more and get up behind the 5 there. But I didn't leave Ken a great shot. I'm not sure what he's trying. Maybe hit the right side, come around 2 rails, see if he can get between the 5 and 8, maybe end up at this end of the table. Looks Not sure what he was trying to do there, but cue ball moved along that path. Left me pretty straight on the 4 here. Yeah, should get out here. 4 is pretty easy. Draw her back a couple inches. Keep things simple. 5 in the top right. Here, I want to hit it with a somewhat firm stroke, but I also want to follow like a foot to get on the right side of the 7 there, so I can just slide down for the 8. But these forced follow shots can be a little bit difficult to be perfectly accurate with. I just really didn't want to slow roll it, and I underhit it. So, yeah, now I'm just going to try and draw it back off the rail, get, oh, and a big miscue there. Ball in hand for Ken. Also, I left the sound on for the ring so you guys can hear the balls and us chatting a little bit. You can tell me if you like that more or less in the comments. I don't know how long I'll make these things for anyways. Yeah, nice shot by Ken. Just slides to the bottom rail. Probably there. I don't know what he's more comfortable with. I like topping this one through 2 rails with top rights. He might just like that. He likes that too. And just pops 9 in there. 2-1 for him. Again, going for that 1 in the side break, no problem. But no shot on the 2. Just thinks about the kick, but decides to play, I think he's going to go left rail, try and play on top of that 4, just inside it, not leave a shot. With a 3 in the middle of the table though, pretty tough to get safe on the ball. And it's very kickable from anywhere on the left side of the table unless they're blocked by the 8 and the 6. It's like in the biggest ball spot, 2-railer, which would also come off the rail and possibly leave you safe behind the 8 or the 3 again. So he's really got to get between the 2 in the pocket and hopefully not leave me. That's pretty good. But I mean, because the 6 looked like it's slightly in the way, but it's not at all, because you're gonna go 2 rails here. Yeah, and I just slightly miss it, but end up safe behind the 3 and the 8. I think he's just going for a little slight twister masse off the left side. Kick the 2 in and spin around for the 3, either in the bottom right or the top left. And he clips the 8, unfortunately. And knocks it in, which is what you always want to see. 1 less ball on the table for Myron. And there, I should have taken a second more time. I want to be slightly higher. But I got into a reasonable spot here. Tried to hold for the 5, I think, or come up. Yeah, I was trying to come above it. And I'm worried about over rolling, which means that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now I've got to pull out the jump cue, which I'm already not great at, but trying to jump in the middle of the table is nearly hopeless for me. I mean, I'm going to get contact, but making the pocket is unlikely. That's a medium difficult cut. I mean, I suspect Ken has this almost always. Just a matter of whether you play straight up and down the table or kind of spin it back over to the rail. I probably just want to go straight up and down. I like hitting it a little firmer coming off the bottom rail and back up. Looks like that's how Ken likes to hit it as well, but tiny bit of inside on there makes this 6 probably a little tougher than he was looking for. But I suspect probably not too difficult for him. Just go up and down the table again. 7 goes in any pocket. Yeah, spun that one off the rail, but should be just fine. A little bit of a back cut for the 7, but natural angle to roll down for straight in 9 in the side. Oh, he doesn't do that very often. But again, I will take the opportunity. Pop that 7 in the side, come off the rail, try and be straight in on the 9. Yeah, force follow off 2 rails fine, or follow. Tiny bit of lefts on that one. Pop her in the side, tie her up. On to game 5. Alright, my break looks like the 8 went in the side for me, 2 in the corner, and for me, that's like the perfect angle on the 1 to banker in the corner. On this table, I make that bank pretty often, so I think I just take a rip at that every time. Try and come 2 rails back out for 3 in the side, a little bit of a bottom right, and popped it in there, no problem. Draw this back just a little bit, and yeah. Again, doesn't matter too much on the 5, probably draw back a bit, but just want to make sure I have the right angle on the 6 there to get close to the 7. Be able to pop off the rail for the 9. Need tiny bit of angle. Yeah, just about perfect there. Should be able to just draw back a bit and bring it right in line with the 7 there, leaving a tiny bit of angle. Nearly perfect, real close and easy. Come off the rail. There we go, pop the 9 in the corner. There we go, break and run to take the lead. All right, 6 in the corner. No good shot on the 1. I don't know why I didn't want to bank this to the top right. I'm sure it's there, but I decided to play safe behind the 3 and 8 and hit it very bad. But get lucky putting the 1 behind the 7, so he's got an easy kick at it, but no easy pocket. It looks like he's trying to go rail first, kick her by the 4 there, try and get the 1 in the bottom corner. And catch a little bit full, but perfect shape. Hooks me behind the 9. Looks like I have the edge of the ball. Oh yeah, thin slice in, open up that 3 ball. Perfect angle on the 2, just a super easy follow shot. Good angle on the 3 here to pop out a little for the 4, get a good angle to get to the 5. Just like that. Easy to scratch here, so you just got to make sure you pull it a little bit above the side or play below. And I decide to just play that speed. Would like to be straighter there, have the shot in the 7 in the top right, but now I have the 7 in the bottom left, which shouldn't be too tough to get to. Played that a little bit thin. Would like to have a little bit more spin on that one and get a little bit straighter, but should be able to make this one, except I overcut it. I think I was maybe just concentrating on making sure I had good shape on the 8 there when I should have, again, just make sure to pocket the ball you're shooting at. And this is a tough shot. It's off the rail about half an inch there, so both the cut and the kick are tough. Yeah, he overcut it a bit, but left it tough for me. And I'm about to embarrass myself. Just a easy bank past the 9, no problem whatsoever. Caught watching. Oh! Cue ball hit the tip of my cue. Watching the ball go in. Should have paid, got caught watching the ball there. Should have paid a little bit more attention. Had perfect shape on the 8. The 9 would have been perfect, but we gave that one away. Alright, what do we got here? Ken made, as I like to say, 3 balls on the break. Made a couple balls and gives me ball in hand. I like to kind of take this to the rail and then just use a bit of siding to get her to spin up towards that 3, get perfect. Yeah. End up dead straight here. Let's draw it straight back for 4. Hit that a little bit too good though, because I want to be a little bit left half angle to just slide up on the right side of the table. Now I've got to draw back. Decided to go back and under. Got a little bit too much English on that one, and throw off the first rail kind of didn't put me under the 5 like I thought it was going to. So just a slight bit too much English there. Otherwise, I think that stroke would have been fine. Here, I think it just bumped the 5 into the 9. Try and play the cue ball behind the 6. Get lucky off the knuckle. Have him hooked behind the 7. He's got a sliver of that 5, but I don't think a ton of opportunity to do much here. Maybe come 2 rails, 3 rails behind the 9. Tough shot to hit this because the 5 is moving up the table up towards where that little piece of cloth is sitting on the right hand side of the table there, and the angle he's coming to the 9 could leave a shot here for sure. Yeah, see, it looks like it hits it real good and then just comes a little wide on the 9. Now I have a perfect opportunity to get out here, and I just get down and shoot super quick again and miss an easy shot. But get lucky. He's only got the right side of the 5 there. And I think he's maybe going for bank here. Try and leave the cue ball on the middle of the top cushion, or left side of the top cushion, so you at least have a shot at the 5. or the 6 I mean, I'm sorry. Decent attempt at that bank. Left me hooked. Kicking off the bottom rail, just trying to hit it straight up table, slide behind the 9, and overdid it a little, but I think he actually has the window there, but it's very, very, very close. I think if he misses the 6, he can maybe sneak that 5 in the left side of the pocket. I don't think he has the center of the pocket, though. It's just that close. He spends a long time looking at it here. He might have to swerve, maybe jump the left side of the 6 by just a hair. Yeah, he decides he's got to jack up a little bit and try and just miss the sliver of that 6 ball. And unfortunately doesn't get there. Probably just, draw back a touch on the 5. Give myself a ton of angle on the 6, come off the rail, shoot the 7 in the corner, stop shot, hopefully 9 straight in the corner. Yeah, I got pretty good on that. Looks like I can just about stop the ball there. Maybe drop back an inch. Yeah, a couple inches there, nearly straight on the 9. And that looks pretty good. On to, what is that, game 8. Breaking for the win here. And unfortunately, dry break.
I hit that one good though. If you won't like stop fucking nice.
I get a little bit scared to hit them harder when that 9 ball's on the spot with the balls being closer. I feel like my normal break, the bounce of the cue ball will be higher when it hits the rack and bounce off the table. So I do slow my break down a bit when the 9 is on the spot there. Perfect cut down the rail. Lots of trouble. Well, not lots of trouble. The 2-5 goes. The 8's a little bit tough with it, or the 3 can be a little bit tough with the 8 there. The 4 you've got it nice on. Right where he is right now would be good on the 4 when he can get there. But this 2-5 is wired just outside the knuckle there. I don't think it's actually wired to touch the 8 or maybe just touch it. It definitely isn't wired to go in off the 8, but I think that's what he chooses to do here. But if you watch the angle, the 2 comes off the 5. He's got to cut a little bit into that 8 to try and make that shot. Yeah, and then hits it as good as this shot can go. And if I left it on, you can hear him and me laughing. I'm cheering for the 2 to drop. He's cheering for it to stay up. I lost a tournament match at Leadville in a similar situation where I had a little breakout, and the ball ended up dropping for me, leaving me an impossible shot on the 8 ball, but didn't happen for him there. He got hung up for him. Perfect. Yeah, and he's got perfect angle on this 3 ball to get to the 4. A little outside on that, but cheating the pocket, getting absolutely perfect on the 4. Basically wants to probably draw it 4 to 6 inches here to get a nice angle on the 6. Oh, it just slides over that way instead. Going up and down the table, I guess, or maybe just hard draw off the rail. I can't tell exactly what he's doing here. I would have been trying to draw back a little bit, play the 6 cue ball into the 6, into the 8 for a straight in 7. Oh, he just goes, yeah, okay, that makes sense. He just goes to the corner instead. Hits it perfect, bumps the 8, ends up perfect angle on the 7. Just needs to draw back a touch. gets absolutely perfect on the 8 to draw off the, or sorry, not draw, just follow top rights off the bottom rail, slide over right on top of that 9. And I mean, basically perfect. You could say maybe underhit it by a millimeter, but looks good to me. Perfect. Just chips that in the top right corner. Hill, hill. Alright, makes the 1. 8 the wing ball again, I think. I don't know how he's doing that with a 9 spotted on the dot. It's probably cheating. Just kidding. Ken would never cheat. Let's yeah, looks like he's got a decent run out here. I would not bet on me in this position. Ooh, he overhit that a little, almost scratched, but got out of that, and ooh, looks like he rolled just far enough past that 6 to not be able to cut that 3 in. Let's see what he does here. Ooh, and plays a nice kick and stick safety. I'm probably gonna try a jump bank here, but it's a low percentage shot over that big a distance. I always get a little unwanted English on my jump shots, and it'll swerve a little on me. I look at the kick off the bottom rail, and I'm not sure it was there. I didn't look at it for a long time, but I'm not even sure the cue ball goes between the 6 and the 4 from where it's sitting.
That doesn't matter.
And yeah, this one I'm kind of on the perfect spot on the rail. It's just a distant shot. I'm going for the bank. And I hit it nice, but definitely nowhere near a pocket. But I leave that 9 ball's not wired either. That at least goes to the outside knuckle. The 9 ball's probably 3/4 of an inch off the rail, and the 5 ball's like a 1/2 inch off the rail or something like that. And it's not as easy as it looks. So not sure what Ken, I mean, the way he banks, I suspect he's bank with follow. Maybe try and get somewhere on that 4. Oh, nope, plays the bank and leaves the cue ball back there. So it looks like he was trying to play safe maybe, but caught the knuckle. I think he was trying to go 2 rail safety there. I didn't recognize that at the time. I thought he was going for the bank, but it looks like he was trying to 2 rail safety based on where he left the cue ball there. And I missed the 3, but it goes in anyways. See if I miss the 4. Ooh, power draw it so I don't have a shot here. Perfect. Just what we like to do. So skim off the side of the 5, put him behind the 8. Should have moved the rack. You'll see why in a second. Now it's moving so slow. I'm like, uh-oh, it's going to roll off the rack. So I was trying to spin the rack around the 8 ball, but I end up pulling the 8 ball out of the way and pulling the rack and just screwing it all up. That was actually a perfect shot. Would have been safe, but Ken says that he doesn't want to put it back where it was. Do not want to put it back, so he's gonna leave himself the shot at the 5. I mean, it's completely dishonest if you ask me. An honest player probably puts the 8 right back to hook himself, but you know, Ken's Ken. I don't think I know a pool player in the world that puts the 8 ball back there, but see what he tries here. Like I say, I did, yeah. Oh no, yeah, the 9's not to the outside. Did those balls move? I think the 9's to the outside now and can't be made easily. I think he just goes for the stacking them on top of each other here. And I don't look at this for too long. I should have probably just concentrated, tried to make the 5 in the top right, but I try to draw back into the 9 here and play a terrible shot. draw back to the 9, try and make the 9, spinning it off the rail, but yeah, it did not hit it well, and you can see my jabby stroke there. But as the theme goes, as the theme of this match is, I got lucky. I don't think he has the bank. I think he maybe has the draw into the 9 or draw spin into the 9 off the rail. But I think he goes full safety here, maybe. Oh no, he tries to make the 9 with full draw. Yeah, this one, a little bit of adrenaline. I see the chance to win, so half decent stroke, just kind of drawing it back off the rail. End up a little bit straight on the 6. I could draw it here into perfect shape on the 8, but I'm feeling a little nervous, so I just kind of push it through, leave myself slightly longer, knowing that the 9 ball is over the pocket. Same thing here. I could try and do something fancy, but I just decided to follow it down table and make the 9 as straight as possible. 8's an easy pocket, and 9's a pretty big ball sitting there. I'd have to hit it pretty bad to miss that. And there it is. We win 5-4. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more.